Bureaucracy and innovation. Since I've started this series, people have sent some interesting questions and ideas and fantastic book recommendations. A question I think is really interesting that I'm not going to address today is what happens when other people in your organization want to take credit for your idea or your innovation. I'll come back to that. But what it prompted me to think about is the questions that we do and we don't ask inside organizations. There are many questions that we would ask, but they don't occur to us because there's something in the culture that keeps us from even thinking about it, that tells us that is not a safe place to go. Do not start to pursue that question. I also know from firsthand experience how easy it is for people to become jaded and cynical and let that douse the fire in them. Let that basically cause them to pull back from the questions that only they might raise that would have been brilliant to raise. But an unconscious part of them has chosen to not play that way anymore. And I have to say, I find that so regrettable and yet understandable given the design of many organizations. Unintentional, but nevertheless a reality. Curiosity and the questions that come out of that are your friend. They're your friend in life and they're your friend in business. Not in a contrived way. It's not the Simon Sinek why. It's not the 5 whys to get to some deeper insight. It's the natural questions that come from your observations and from your curiosity. Now, here's the other thing about questions that is so cool. Questions set up for yourself and for the people that you pose them to a natural, healthy tension. I don't know. I want to know. I hadn't thought about it before. Now it's on the table and it's got me thinking. It's got me wondering, what is the answer? There is a delight to answering a question, but there can also be a delight to holding a question that doesn't have an answer yet and allowing that tension to support its emergence. You can do that alone, but you can also do it with other people. Speaking with people and sharing your question, what's on your mind, what you're curious about, what you are seeking answers to, is another phenomenal way to involve them, to engage them. Not as a manipulation, but as a way to bring people into the arena with you, bring people into a certain enthusiasm about what's to be discovered if together we explore this. If you are a leader, here's my question for you. How high are you setting the bar on the types of questions that you bring to your team and the types of questions that you bring to your peers and your colleagues, day in, day out, meeting after meeting, quarter after quarter, and year after year?